because you've already illuminated around the well-roundedness and driven by Jake Howard. I'll always remember Jake's speech at my 21st about Toddy is one of the most average rugby players I've ever seen, but he's a fantastic communicator, and you can't coach courage, and he's got bucket loads of it. And your dad was a great man, and your mum is an absolute legend. The odd couple in so many ways, but
I agree with both those.
Yeah.
And for the benefit of the group, I actually took Toddy's sister to my formal.
Yeah, my God.
Who my mother organised. I didn't even know. I found out about a day out, oh, you're taking Toddy's sister. I went, I'm doing what?
Punching above your weight, you were too, mate. Seriously.
Well
above your weight. So there's a couple of pieces that I'm interested in around that well-roundedness. Obviously, a pharmacist. I think not the longest career in pharmacy that's been measured. On some measures, not just
turn around and go somewhere else. Yes, no, I'm good. I'm very good on sports medication. Very, very good on it.
Okay, so but really savvy around business, being COO of a property development firm, being CEO of currently CEO of a point of sales business, digital point of sales business, and plus multiple other roles and input. Give us some of because sport and business are very different, really critically different. Sport's about preparation for a pinnacle event on a weekend. There's a lot of components with it, where business tends to be more constant and it's not necessarily full of dopamine hits, but there are lots of crossovers. And so I'm interested in the insights as you'd share them.
Yeah. So mate, and look, the only difference I put between sports and business is sometimes the urgency and the collective mindset. I think, I've never been in the military, but, if you're going to storm a hill, we're all very focused on that. We're going to deliver that today. Sport, then I go out a week's time zone. We've got to deliver a game on Saturday at 3 o'clock. We've got to play. We've got to focus on delivering that on Saturday, etc. The sport, look, you've got to deliver over a period of time. My annual results went out yesterday, and you've got to build up to that over a period of time and deal with the distraction and white noise and self-interest that comes along with any of those. The dopamine hit of sport, the winning and losing, I miss that every day. I absolutely miss that all the time. I exercise every morning. I get up at 4:30, go and do something. Otherwise, I am an absolute pain in the ass, and I do it every day. So I know enough about that. But the thing I find about people and sport and business is the people bit. You've got to inspire people to go, you're part of something bigger. Yes, pay is up and down and sideways and whatever else, but look, if you're going to spend 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours on your week here, let's not waste each other's time and actually do something special. And so that you're proud in front of your parents, you're proud in front of your kids. So I've loved the adrenaline hit of walking into a property and funds management company at 33 years old, a COO, and going, I know nothing about this, but I'm going to figure it out. I've walked into a software company doing point of sale and golf technology, and I've gone, I know nothing about this. I'm going to have to figure it out. I love that pressure. I've really liked it because I had no idea what I was doing, and particularly the cricket one was actually it's the one that they are. Oh, how did you do it? And I went, cricket, footy. It's actually the same. You know, I had a conversation with two legends, and if you're not from Australia, you don't know Greg Chappell and Rod Marsh, but they, you know, Rod goes, how are you going to do this job? You don't even know the basics. And I said, well, Greg, Rod, come in here and tell me the basics. And they said, oh, what do you mean? I said, start with batting. And Greg goes, oh, we'll have to have your bat on the ground. And Rod goes, I fundamentally disagree. And they argue for the next 4 hours. And I said, I'm going to go to data. I'm going to measure on accountability. I'm going to start by putting benchmarks down and go, let's get a little bit better. And let's focus on people that can win big games. And you find out what materially makes a business. You know, the sports industry is big. You know, the last media rights deal was 1.6 billion that was done between, you know, Fox and Seven, and you know they're big deals. So the sports industry is big, and there's a lot of crossover in the entertainment space. But I've enjoyed the challenge of walking in and being uncomfortable.
It doesn't sound like you. I know, but that's a key element, though, isn't it? That great quote from Doc Rivers that talks about pressure being a privilege. And we talk about that insight. If when in high performance, pressure is a privilege. There's a lot of people that wish they were in your position. So let me embrace that rather than fear it, which is something that you've done brilliantly.